Behold the theater of existence. We stand amidst the ruins of the Cradle of Creation, a desolate expanse where the very blueprints of reality are etched into obsidian pillars that pierce the infinite dark. Stars die here, flickering like dying embers in a hearth, and time itself pools like stagnant water. In this hallowed and cursed ground, two titans converge. On one side stands Thor, the son of Odin, the thunderer of Asgard, clad in celestial mail, his eyes burning with the ferocity of 1,000 thunderstorms. He is the bulwark of the Aesir, a god whose strength has leveled mountains and whose hammer, Mjolnir, is a forge-born instrument of world-ending entropy. Opposite him, in the tranquil center of the storm, stands Ganesha, the lord of beginnings, the remover of obstacles, the elephant-headed deity whose presence is the threshold between the mundane and the divine. His form is not merely flesh and blood, it is a manifestation of Om, the primordial sound that vibratingly stitched the universe into being. He is wisdom incarnate, the cosmic intellect that writes destiny itself. This is not merely a brawl, it is the collision of the kinetic fury of the north and the immutable structural logic of the east.
I have faced the Midgard serpent. I have broken the ice of Jotunheim and shattered the pride of giants. You stand in the path of the storm, little god. Move, or be crushed by the weight of the heavens.
You speak of storms, son of Odin, as if they were the masters of reality. You are but a ripple in the ocean of time. Obstacles exist to be traversed, not to be conquered by the brute force of iron. You seek a fight of strength? Then you shall see that weight is a matter of perspective, and power is a matter of alignment.
Thor lets out a roar that shatters the silence of the cradle. He swings Mjolnir, the handle short and sturdy, crackling with the condensed electricity of a collapsing nebula. The air ignites as he leaps, closing the distance in a blur of lightning. His hammer descends with the force of a falling star, aiming to crater the very foundations of the arena. Ganesha does not flinch. With a subtle flick of his hand, he manifests the cosmic geometry. The ground beneath Thor suddenly defies his expectations, warping into a labyrinth of shifting gravitational wells. The hammer impacts, not the ground, but a barrier of pure, concentrated existence. The shockwave is absolute, turning the surrounding ruins into dust. Thor is thrown back, his eyes widening in fury. He calls the lightning down, a torrential bombardment of violet arcs that aim to incinerate the elephant god. Ganesha merely stands, his trunk raised. He breathes, and the lightning is swallowed by the void of his own aura, integrated into the cosmic balance.
Impossible. No shield in the 9 realms can withstand the strike of Mjolnir. What trickery is this, son of Shiva?
There is no trickery in the truth of the universe, Thor. You move with the anger of a dying world, but I am the architect who designs the next one. Your hammer is but a tool, my will is the hand that guides the tool.
Thor realizes that standard martial prowess is failing. He summons the full depth of his heritage. He becomes the storm. He channels the power of Mjolnir to tear the fabric of the cradle, pulling asteroids and nebular gases into a swirling vortex of annihilation. He spins, creating a whirlwind of pure kinetic output that threatens to tear Ganesha from the physical plane. The elephant god remains serene, his multiple arms moving in mudras that stabilize the reality around him. He is the anchor. As Thor descends from the sky, a meteor of blood and iron, Ganesha manifests his gada, his mace, which glows with the golden light of a billion suns. The collision is catastrophic. When the two weapons meet, the sound is not a crash, but a fundamental tearing of the tapestry of space-time. The ruins vanish, dissolved by the sheer intensity of the clash. They are now suspended in a void where only their forms exist. Thor is panting, his muscles straining, his armor cracked. Ganesha is unmoving, his expression a mask of eternal patience.
I am the protector of Asgard. I do not know retreat. I do not know defeat. I will grind you into the dust of eternity.
Your persistence is your greatest virtue, Thor, and yet, your greatest folly. You fight to destroy. I fight to maintain the order. You cannot defeat the order, for you are part of it.
Thor realizes his mistake. He has been fighting against the grain of creation itself. Ganesha begins to expand, not in size, but in significance. The elephant god reveals his true aspect, the cosmic intelligence that governs the cycle of beginnings and endings. Thor finds his movement sluggish, his lightning fading as if the very fuel of his power is being withdrawn by the architect of the laws that govern it. It is not that Ganesha is stronger in a physical sense, but that he controls the variables of the fight. Every blow Thor strikes is rerouted, every spark of lightning is neutralized by the sheer intellectual supremacy of the deity of wisdom. Thor attempts one final, suicidal charge, pouring his entire essence into a strike meant to obliterate the arena and everything within it. Ganesha reaches out, not with a weapon, but with a gesture of dissolution. He simply wills the kinetic energy to cease. The hammer stops in midair. The lightning dissipates. Thor finds himself floating, helpless, anchored in a realm where his strength no longer has a lever to pull against.
What? What have you done? My power. It is gone.
It is not gone, Thor. It is simply silenced. You seek to rule through the noise of war. I rule through the silence of knowledge. You are the thunder, but I am the sky that allows it to exist.
The battle reaches its inevitable conclusion. Thor, though mighty, is an entity defined by his actions and his battles. Ganesha is an entity defined by his role as the master of the cosmic threshold, the one who initiates and concludes the cycles of the universe. In a clash of pure potential, the one who dictates the parameters of the arena will always hold the advantage over the one who fights within them. Ganesha, as the Lord of Obstacles, effectively turns Thor himself into an obstacle, one that is easily removed from the path of creation. Thor bows his head, acknowledging the defeat that comes not from weakness, but from meeting in force that operates on a higher plane of structural authority. The Cradle of Creation begins to mend, the dust settling back into the order of the stars. The Thunderer finds himself back at the gates of Asgard, the memory of the struggle fading like a dream. Ganesha remains, a silent guardian of the infinite doorway, waiting for the next cycle to begin. The victor, by logic of cosmic hierarchy, is Ganesha, for he is the architect, and the storm is but a visitor in his house. If you felt the earth shake beneath these titans, show your support for the channel. Like this video to seal the rift and subscribe to witness more tales of gods and legends. Witness a cinematic breakdown of their powers and a narrative conclusion that determines who truly controls the destiny of the multiverse. This battle explores the fascinating intersections of Norse and Vedic mythologies. The story concludes with an analytical look at why the architect of universal order holds power over the elemental forces of nature. Join us as we dissect this legendary encounter and reveal the ultimate winner.